Hey guys, welcome to Office Hours with Bob Ross, episode number 30. Hey guys, in today's episode, what I'd like to discuss is what our idea of success means, especially being a musician. When I used to ride the bus, and we're talking about in high school, so this is, 99, 2000, 2001, I would sit on the bus and I'd have my headphones in real early in the morning and I would be listening to Metallica, thinking and just imagining, just visualizing myself being out on the stage as a guitar player, taking over the role of Kirk Hammett, in Metallica, which Kirk's doing a great job, and I don't think that's ever going to happen, and that's fine. Metallica's got this, But I just had this idea of what success meant for me was to be out on stage performing. I wanted to be in a band and just out nonstop. And over the years, what I've noticed is that my concept of idea of what success means in doing music has shifted. And there are still components of that still make up what I do. I still want to be out there performing. I still want to go out and make music with people. One of the goals that I had when I was a teenager and I was thinking about really pursuing music. Like I couldn't think of anything else I wanted to do. My goal that I wrote down for myself is to communicate to others through music. Now that could have many different meanings. Communicating to others through music, that could go beyond this idea of performing, and also it could take on the role as far as like helping people through music, as far as maybe something like a music therapy type of career, or teaching people. That helps people too. That communicates with people too through music. So my idea of what success has meant over the years is changing. And I think a lot of us go through this. At this point now, and over the last few years, and especially after, 5 years ago, after my son was born, my idea of success has been to provide for my family, to be able to pursue the career, as well as be able to have a profitable way, a way to contribute in a financial aspect. And I've done that. I have been able to do that. A lot of times people think musicians can't do that. That's not something that makes a lot of sense. And I think it depends on, it definitely depends on who you're speaking to and maybe where you live. If you're I come from a small town. If you come from a small town where there's not a lot of that stuff going on, and you say, I'm going to be a musician, that means not much, because people are thinking, how are you going to go out there and play music? I mean, what are you going to do? You need to go out and find a job or a career that's going to be sustainable. With our current situation that's going on right now, and for those listening later on in the future, this is a time where we're in a pandemic, with the coronavirus being a continuous topic of discussion. So at this particular moment, for those people who are making their living gigging, or have up until a few months ago, at this point, as this has taken over, it has been very difficult for people to continue this on. So the thing is, let's extend that though. I mean, it's been hard for everyone. There's certain jobs and careers that people have where it has been able to, they've been able to maintain their work and continue on. But there's so many people in so many fields of work that have lost their jobs. So no particular job is secure. And I think that that's something that people have thought over the years, is that if you do music, it's a very, that's not a secure way of making a living, and you need to find another way. But I've proven to myself and to my family, not that I needed to prove things to everybody else, but I have shown that that is something that I can do. Now, for me, what that means is taking on different facets of the music world, such as teaching, doing musicals from time to time, booking my own gigs, and putting myself out there, putting out educational material online. So I'm not saying it's one of those things where you just luck into it, where you just wait for people to call you and make things happen. You really have to push it and pursue it. And I talked about that in a prior podcast as well. But it's something that you can definitely do, and to be successful at it, you have to determine what that means for you. For me, it means supporting my family. It means being able to have a fluency in what I'm doing, to be able to communicate with others, to be able to help others along as well in an educational sense. So that definition, that visualization that I've had, in the past as a teenager of performing, it's still very much there. But there's more that has been added to it over the years. And not in any way 14, 15, 16-year-old Bob would have sat there and thought, I'm going to have an impact on students. When I hit into my 20s and 30s, I'm going to have an impact, and the things that I teach students could help in shaping the way their futures will play out. Never thought that. But that is something that has happened over the years. And I hear back from students, and I see things that are going on with my students, and I try to help them the best that I can. So that is another facet of it. And for me, these things all mixed together is what creates the definition of success for me. All right, guys, I want to thank you for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Also, don't forget, I have lessons and courses available on musiclessons.com, so check those out. And I hope you can join me next time on Office Hours with Bob Ross.